first, what happened there at the end with the whole little confusion there with the tape, or?
Yeah, I didn't know where I was supposed to go, but I decided to go between the tape, and luckily I had enough of a step that it didn't cost me in the lean, so that's good.
Very few indoor races, but get a win here at Millrose.
Yeah,
you know,
no, it's something special. Yeah, for sure. Especially for how terrible the first lap for me went, and I was stuck in the back of the pack, and I was thinking, man, it's gonna be a long race sitting back here. And remember, 2 weeks ago, my first indoor race in how many years? 7, 8 years, and I realized passing people is very difficult. And I tripped myself up multiple times trying to pass people in the mile. So I was trying to be as relaxed as possible and just hope that some space would open up and I'd be able to move when I had to move. And luckily I was able to.
Man, we see you in a lot of different types of races. Where does this win rank for you in your career out of it now that you have one?
Oh, it's something special. I'm a New England kid and I'm a Boston fan for cities, but I've had some incredible luck coming down here to New York City and racing. And New York road owners always put on phenomenal races, and for some reason I'm always able to get an extra gear and really be able to race well when I come down here. And it's just something special. I don't know if it's the crowd or what, but it's a great atmosphere to run in.
How did you feel running on the track today? How did you feel running on the track today?
Oh, it felt good. First time on this track. The banks are kind of weird. Felt like I was sprinting on the straights and then slamming the brakes out on the corners. But I may only have one more indoor race in my career because I'm not a huge fan of the indoor track. It tends to give me injuries. So it's nice to be able to, one of the big ones I did, be able to have a good result.
How have you approached training this winter, knowing that you're going to be running some indoor races compared to previous seasons?
I've done a little bit more shorter, higher intensity stuff. Nothing super intense or anything like that, but instead of just doing lots of 8-9 mile tempos, I've been adding some 400 at the end of workouts just to try to get a little leg turnover. And who knows, hopefully it'll keep me a little bit fresher, and we'll see, but it's a nice little have something to build towards and have a few races and then go back to all the drudgery of the long, boring, slogging out, grinding out workouts before spring and summer track.
When you made that move, what were your thoughts? And then can you just talk us through the last K of the race, how you set up for that start?
Yeah, I mean, the last K of the race, I was just hoping that things would open up so I could move up because I didn't want to try moving up and be stuck in lane 2 for the rest of the race. And luckily some moves were made and there are a few gaps, and I put some surges in, and luckily my body was able to respond to those and keep me moving. And I tried to slowly close the gap up to the 3 guys ahead and not do it all in once. And I actually had a lap after I caught them that I started feeling good before I had to try to surge hard. I knew that last, or however long the last straightaway is pretty short, and so I was really just trying to get up onto Ryan Hill's shoulder and try to use that little bit of slingshot of the downhill to see if I could get by him. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get by him, but it seemed to kind of tighten up with about, 20 feet to go, and that was enough that I was able to get in front of him.
You looked surprised there at the end when you took a quick peek and there you were.
Well, who knows?
Not a lot of guys out kick Ryan Hill 2-mile 3K. What does this do for you?
I always know I have a really strong kick if I'm there, and it's nice to know that it's there doing the workouts I've been doing. I know Ryan's not as sharp as he'd like to be. I know he's been out of altitude training. But where we are in the season, it's nice to be able to get around some of those guys that are known to have some good kicks.
Did you realize that finish line tape was going to be a problem on the home stretch? When did you see that coming?
Well, I knew we started coming up on a lap runner, and so I didn't know how quick we were going to come up on them and how that was going to affect the race. I remember watching Molly Huddle and I forget who else was battling it last year in the 5K. Yeah, the lap traffic really messed up the finish, and I was just hoping something similar wasn't going to happen, but luckily it didn't. And I saw the tape banner, so I knew where the finish line was supposed to be.
Do you feel like it affected the outcome at all? Because Ryan, it looked like something might have happened. They won fully into lane 1.
I don't know.
Let's go.